So it's a little different when you see people just matriculate in college and then you see all the different things that they want to do. It's very interesting when freshmen come in, especially freshman males, and they're interested in the fraternity or they're interested in the organization and they see the stereotype of the organization. A lot of them ask, like, you know, what do I look like? Do I look like a Kappa? Do I look like an Alpha? Do I look like a Q? You know, trying to fit what stigma they want to be. And then as they evolve and as they kind of grow, they kind of get an understanding of what these organizations actually stand for.
Greek life at Savannah State is a very big thing. The unity it brings in the yard is something that no one here takes for granted. All 9 fraternities and sororities have managed to maintain and progress the legacy of that each of its founders have started. This is why Greek life at SSU is so popular.
When it comes to what made me want to become Greek, it's not really like one set thing that I said, oh, that's the exact reason that I want to become Greek. When it came down to it, being Greek, it gives me some good networking opportunities. I've gained lifetime brothers. I've seen it show up in different places that I go. I know that in different places, everywhere that I go, I'll have somebody that I can relate with. I got a brother there just off the strength that I'm in this fraternity. I did see that. I saw this last year when I went to Morgan State, and one of my fraternity brothers, he barely knew me. He didn't know me at all. That was his first time meeting me, but he gave me his card. He's a lawyer. He said anytime I need anything, just give him a call, and that was just off of being a member of this fraternity, because we know that even though we're all different people, we all have that same common mindset when it comes to the fraternity, whether we're doing different things for the fraternity. When I decided to join this fraternity, I saw what I could bring to it, and I saw what they could bring to me, and to me, it's kind of an even balance. I bring my somewhat expertise in video, film, stuff like that for promotion of our fraternity on campus, and it's just like me growing up. I didn't have anybody in my family that was really Greek, so I was able to make my own decision, and IOTA was the best decision for me because I could just be myself, and that was one thing that stood out to me that made me want to become part of this fraternity. When it comes to Savannah State Greek life, I can definitely say that it's together. For the first time in a while, we have a full yard. We have all nine of the Divine Nine fraternities and sororities are active on campus in some way. I just feel like when you walk out in the circle and you see all those plots and stuff, I like to say, and a lot of people like to say, Savannah State has one of the best yards when it comes to our plots and stuff out of all HBCUs. When you just walk out there, it's just like a feeling of togetherness. Like anybody can talk to anybody. Anybody can get help from anybody. We can borrow things from each other. And it's just a sense of togetherness to me.
The lifestyle, the culture, and the unity is something that many don't know about when coming to Savannah State. The tradition that Greek life holds, not only here, but at all HBCUs, is something that no one in the community should take for granted.
I just became a member of Greek life here at Savannah State, but what I will say is it is definitely like a big family with all the different sorority and fraternities. We kind of all get along, and we talk about a lot of stuff, and we talk about the unity as well within all of our organizations, you know, the differences, the similarities, and everything like that. And it's definitely something new. It makes you want to venture out and meet new people, and you make great new friends, lifetime friends. For anybody who's interested in becoming a part of the Greek life here at Savannah State University, I would just recommend that you do your research. For one, talk to people who you know who's in that organization, whether it's a fraternity or sorority, so that way you can get to know not just them, but you know the chapter as well. Definitely just make sure that you be on your best behavior while just being a student here at Savannah State campus, because they see everything and it will come back in the long run. So I would just definitely really advise people to just really deep down do your research. Don't try to become part of anything and you do not know the major of it all or anything like that, and you don't know anything about it.
I was a CA in Whitehall, and now as the resident director, you can kind of see their attitude shift from, oh, I just want to stroll like them, or I want to go to the parties and be cool, to seeing their outlook as far as like their work ethic and what the organization stands for and the history and different things like that. So it kind of shifts their mindset and it gives them a new perspective on what these organizations actually stand for, what the organizations mean, and it being a part of them, what it really entails. So those things always intrigue me, and how their outlook shifts, and how from one conversation with somebody from the organization or doing the community service project, or even just talking with me as a CA or RD, I've seen them change from, all right, this is how I want to get in, to this is how I know I can get in, or this is how I can become a member. It's always so interesting to see those matriculations and see them continue to just remain who they are. And I always let them know, anybody that is wanting to be a member of a Greek Life organization, I always let them know, stay true to who you are, never change your values into whatever you did to get into the organization. Work that much harder to remain in the organization and to show the true history and essence of what that organization stands for.